You've got a whole bunch of other crap that you could be listening to. You probably have 500 channels at your beck and call on TV. And you're not making use of them. So, I mean... So act like it, fuckers! This is our world, you know? Our parents' generation, you know, the generation that you have had to explain over and over again how the internet works. Yeah, that generation right now, they're retiring. And they're about to make a rule based on their limited understanding of something that is absolutely, positively going to change the way that we can make money as adults. That's important. That's more than important. My God. It's critical, damn it! Alright. Let's see, what is it? It's 10 till, okay. Nah, no reason to go to break just yet. I will set it up, though. So what do you guys have to say? Call in 877-642-5483. That's 877-NHB-LIVE. NHB Live through AOL, Yahoo, and Skype. Contact at nhbradio.com through Windows or MSN Messenger. And I need to be dead sure. You could also tweet at NHB Radio. And anything that starts with at NHB Radio, I believe, will just go live by default. Automatically and immediately and, you know, awesomely all by itself. Gotta check that that's right, and that looks good to me, and be sure that... Yep, that's up. Okay. Yep, Skype is up, phones are up, everything's up. Alright, fuckers. You have no excuse not to. So I want to hear it. Don't just say, well, that's bullshit. Give me some insight. Tell me what you use the internet for that isn't YouTube. I know that there are 100 other things. I mean, YouTube just bought Twitch. That's a big deal. Twitch is the only competitor that I know of for anyone's online anything. I mean, as far as streaming video is concerned, the reason we don't, most of us at least, don't put stuff on servers is because we don't really have a chance. We don't have a choice, because most of the time, if you get it, you're pretty much screwed. Oh, Kevin is coming for hour number 2. Well, that's good. Well, I guess Chicken Fingers will be here, and Paul might be here, too. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there we go. That's all I have to say about that. Yes. You'll also refer to people talking about Title II. Again, they always confuse this shit. So let me see if I can, like, try to explain a few things. 706, in this debate, people will refer to 706. 706 of the Telecommunications Act of 1996 in a lawsuit, Verizon versus the FCC. The courts relied on that section. People who call the FCC use 706 want the government to treat the internet like it is a utility. This is the common carrier lobby. Title II refers to the Communications Act of 1990 or 1934. Go to page 32 of the Act, you'll see the definition of common carriers. Critics say using this rule would only address unreasonable or unjust discrimination. Right, but it's an uphill battle if it gets opened. So that's slightly important too. Also, the New York Times has a really excellent, you know, explain both sides of this thing that's been going back and forth. It's called What's Next for Net Neutrality, and it's free. You can get in, there's no paywall. Oh, wow, this is great. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, this is a great debate. Going back and forth. There are smart people on both sides of this, but for the most part, the really rich people tend to really, wow. That's amazing how few people understand this. It's incredible. Yeah. So let me see if I can boil this down. If Comcast wins, the guys that provide something like 83% of all high-speed internet in this country will have free reign to charge you whatever they want, and to charge the people on the other end not even a little small deal. So I hope people start paying attention. Please start paying attention, because it is slightly important. Let me get this up and that in. Okay, good. And there we go. There. Okay, excellent. Oh, this is interesting. Let the internet evolve. This is from the New York Times. This is from a guy that does not understand the internet. It's really easy. The people that really think that the free and open market should correct itself in every way, shape, and form are the people that just think, let big business profit. I'm not opposed to profit. Not at all. I'm opposed to creating some sort of barrier to profit. That's what the FCC is for. The FCC's job is to protect us from those who we give access to our homes. It's that easy. Our airwaves is how it was initially thought up, but, you know, the internet has just kind of evolved into as important and clearly what the FCC sees as the next part, the next frontier, the next part of every little important piece of this whole thing. There we go. Let me get my mids right here. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is. Oh, I'm very rarely, for those of you who have for those of you who have watched this show for a long time, you understand how rare it is for me to really get wound up about something. And make no mistake, I'm really wound up about this. This is such a big deal that I don't really know how to make a bigger deal about it without seeming like a crazy person, because it is so important. Okay. So I'm going to read a little bit about this. Keep in mind, this is from one of the guys who is pro-business, who basically thinks that this is crazy people trying to get in the way of progress. So here it is. This is from Larry Downs. Self-proclaimed consumer advocates groups are taking pride in having panicked millions of Americans to voice outrage over an imminent FCC plot to destroy the internet as we know it by authorizing internet providers to offer fast lanes to content providers. But Thursday's vote, as these groups knew all along, was never going to authorize anything. The misinformation that periodically derails the 10-year-old debate... Oh, God, I'm not going to be able to get through this guy. Belays the not-so-hidden agenda of those who would prefer transforming internet access, to use their words, for a public utility. Here's what's neat about public utilities. If you use the internet for your phone, okay, your phone cannot be disconnected, for example. No, that's not a good example. Basically, there are more stringent rules about what are known as common carriers. For example, gas companies aren't allowed to turn off your gas in the middle of winter, no matter how poor you are. That, to me, is a little bit important. And they whine and complain about this, but at the end of the day, it's pretty important. I love this one. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Yeah, good enough. So here's the Tim Wu article that was referred to earlier. Perhaps I am naive, but I usually assume that people mean what they say. At Thursday's FCC public meeting, Chairman Tom Wheeler declared with Lincoln-esque firmness that he would stand second to no one in his defense of net neutrality. But I will not allow the asset of the open internet to be compromised, he said. Citing his experience as an entrepreneur and venture capitalist, he said he knew personally what artificial barriers to entry look like. No, he doesn't. He doesn't even know what an artificial barrier to entry is. That deeply and completely offends the shit out of me. And Kevin's here. Hello, Kevin.
Hi, hello. Oh, check. Hey, guys.
Yeah. So, as is...
I was doing my job and I totally forgot about the fucking show today. Like, how does that happen? Like, we've done this for, what, 10 years now?
It's been a long time.
And how the fuck did I just forget?
I don't know. How the fuck did you forget, Kevin?
Sometimes I'm hungover and, like, I don't want to get in the car. And I tell you, I'm like, dude, not making it today. You know? But, like, most of the time, I'm here. I don't know how I fucked it up.
I don't know how you fucked it up either.
But I'm here now, so we can't cry over spilt milk, can we?
Oh, okay. So I'm not allowed to be upset about you for you completely and totally forgetting and spacing out?
Get it out. Get it out now.
Oh, I'm not... There's... No. I'm not... No. Mm-mm. No, I will rely on your good word that... I mean, what the fuck do I have to do? I could set up a thing that would annoy the crap out of you, that would automatically text you at increasing intervals coming up to the show, but at the end of the day, like, if this doesn't matter to you, then I can't make you.
No, it does, though. It's just a forgot. I mean, come on. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes I come over here and you're asleep.
Kevin, years lapse between the times that I am even an issue concerning this show, so I don't want to hear that. No, really, years. Sometimes 2 or 3.
Or you're out of town or something. Sometimes
Kevin,
you tell me you have a client.
Kevin,
you don't know, dude. You don't pay attention to when it's you.
The fact that I don't have a perfect record means absolutely nothing. So I'm bitching about the FCC. So let me finish this.
All right.
I believe that Wheeler means it. There is no gap between his speeches and the actual rules. The rules say, for example, that our proposed no blocking rule would allow broadband providers to negotiate terms of service individually with content sites, provided that they are commercially reasonable and don't harm internet openness. That sounds like an awful lot like a fast lane that the chairman says he will not allow. How is everyone allowed to talk about a fast lane without talking about the fact that there is no fast lane? It's all the same fucking lane. If one gets faster, the others get slower. How is this not a bad thing? It's an awful thing. The whole thing just reeks to high heaven. Perhaps what Chairman Wheeler means is that his personal enforcement of the rules would prevent a fast lane from emerging. But of course, he will not be chairman forever. As it stands, it feels like the chairman and his rules are sending conflicting messages. The fucker was an advocate for cable TV for the vast majority of his career. How could this be a... Oh!
Is that whole net neutrality thing? That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. They're gonna do what they're gonna do.
No! We're gonna skull fuck them.
Well, skull fuck them.
That's correct. They will be blind by the time the internet is done with them.
I saw a documentary the other day, and the Secret Service man in the car behind Kennedy shot him.
And that convinced you unilaterally of that.
And it wasn't on purpose. It was a total accident.
Well, that's a new one by me.
I know. And like, this Australian dude picked up the cold case and worked 4 years on it.
Okay.
And then there's a documentary on Netflix about it.
Interesting.
Oswald hit him. He hit him through the neck. That whole magic bullet that went through him and the senator.
Uh-huh.
Totally happened.
Okay.
But his other shot didn't hit anything.
Wait, you're telling me that Oswald... So there were 3 shots.
3 shots.
The first shot went through the neck, and the Secret Serviceman...
First shot hit the ground.
Okay, so first shot missed.
Second shot went through Kennedy and the congressman. Clean through. Like, the bullet was pretty, like, pristine.
Wasn't it lodged in the hood of the Lincoln? Or the Cadillac, or whatever it was?
Right, and they just pulled it out, and it was still a bullet. Like,
right. So that was the
that's
one that...
the kind of bullet that you shoot from that gun.
Okay.
Well, if he got another one in the head, the wound would be completely different. From
okay.
the same kind of
so
bullet.
You're saying that a Secret Service agent
got spooked because he heard 2 shots, grabbed the fucking AR-15, which was just brand new at the time, and they weren't even used to it.
And fired it at the back of Kennedy's head? That's a little hard to believe.
It was cocked, ready to go, and like all that was on was the safety. So like the car jerked a little bit because
I don't either, but
they sped up the first car, obviously, because blood's everywhere.
Okay.
So they speed up the first car, the second guy speeds up the second car, guy falls back with the gun in his hand and fucking goes off and shoots Kennedy in the fucking head.
I think that's a little hard to believe, but...
Well, the wound in his head comes from a hollow point bullet.
Okay.
The other bullet that was shot from Oswald's gun is not a hollow point.
Mm-hmm. And is that the basis of the theory?
That's the whole...
That's the whole theory?
It's fucking fact.
So do we have this bullet from Kennedy's brain, or is it in the ground somewhere?
The bullet from the brain completely fragmented into his head. You know what hollow points do? They blow up on impact.
So we don't have that bullet?
No, it's all in fragments in his head.
So we don't have that bullet?
No.
Okay.
But they were picking out fragments of it at the first autopsy, and the Secret Service shut that shit down. And fucking said, oh, we need to take him to Washington, like, now. And they totally covered it all up, dude. Because if it's the Secret Service, and they're supposed to be the ultimate security force in the fucking world.
Yeah.
And they fucked up.
So you're saying that it was
They weren't going to admit it. And they will never admit it.
So you're saying it was a massive conspiracy.
It was a total accident. And Kennedy may have died from the wound anyway that he got from Oswald.
Come on.
Because it went right through his fucking neck. The one bullet did way more fucking damage. Like, they were showing the same 2 guns in that shooting.
Okay.
I don't wanna waste my time. Become another casualty of society. Never fall in line. Become another victim of your conformity.
All right. Checkity check. There we go. All right. Welcome to ADHD Radio. My name is Video Vamp. Sorry if that took a little bit longer than expected. I wanted to do the Google Hangouts and actually get them done correctly for once. And it looks like it actually did work. Anyway, welcome to another edition of ADHD Radio. My name is Video Vamp, and today is, I don't know, what, May the 27th, 2014. Joining me in the studio is Chicken Alafingas.
What up, bitch?
Yes, and he's plugging in his headphones because I had to unplug the headphones through the headphone jack because the whole studio has actually changed quite a bit in the last couple of days. So getting exactly the same rig, it takes just a second or two to get right back up and running. Phones are up, 877-642-5483. That's 877-NHB Live. NHB Live through AOL, Yahoo, and Skype. Contact at nhbradio.com. And the Skype is online. Awesome. Perfect. So yes, that is that. This is this. And, you know, it's time for ADHD Radio and stuff. Andrew sent me a direct message. Was the reason your video isn't going? I think he's figured out why it wasn't going at the time. When we're doing a replay, it doesn't really make sense to have live video of an empty studio. And the replay took longer than I had initially expected. So that's why. Are you, like, still messing with headphones, Kevin?
Yes.
All right.
Sorry.
Anyway. So yes, the YouTube stream is up. If you go to facebook.com/NHB Radio, you'll get the link, and the link is in the direct... Yeah, there it is. The link is in the direct link, if that makes any sense. So you'll see at the very top, there's a comment, reply to this message with your live whatever on air, and even that didn't work, so now I'm going to have to copy and put it in directly right at the fucking top. There we go.
Check, check, check. Oh, hey, I can hear and see.
Kevin can see, and Kevin can hear, and, you know, all that good stuff. Beautiful. So, yes, if you tune in to, let's see, let me paste this in real quick. If you tune in to the YouTube video stream, you should get the mix without the anything.
And then I can pop my head in and go, Tootsie!
You mean toasty?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could probably do that, but not quite sure why you'd want to. But yeah, whatever. Holy shit. So I'm trying to think whether or not there's an update on the net neutrality thing. I don't think that there is, not at this point. Still, I'm just not going to bitch or anything, but... Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Walken, and I want to invite everyone to my New Year's Boofin' Eve. We're all going to take champagne at 12 up our ass.
With a watch.
It's going to be great. Super, super great.
There we go.
I can't even begin to explain the greatness of New Year's Boofin' Eve. You can take your drug of choice and shove it up there. Hold it for as long as you can.
As the ball drops.
Might hurt a little.
If you have a child,
Might sting.
and the child's balls drop while the ball drops, it will be a good New Year's boofin' Eve.
If you need to boof,
Boof in here.
boof in here. We got a disco ball, 4 bathrooms, just in case you need to let go of your boof.
Special urinals.
You can do so.
Very special urinals. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Yeah.
One time I boofed meth with Winona Ryder, and we stole a whole bunch of donuts from Krispy Kremes. It was great until she started throwing up Krispy Kremes all over me on the roller coaster. It was insane.
I don't even know how to follow what you're saying right now. So, like,
I boofed, and then we went to the amusement park. Me and Winona Ryder.
you might think that I tossed my cookies purely because I was on the roller coaster or
But no,
the whoop-de-whirl or whatever it's called.
it was Winona.
That was Winona. I actually just I puked for a different reason. Not unreasonably because
And then she stole my wallet.
my colon was on crystal meth at the time.
And then my wallet was gone all of a sudden. And she stole it
That Winona,
right after she puked
you gotta watch it carefully.
on the Galaxy roller coaster.
That was not
Crazy.
that was not my favorite of a New Year's Boofin' Eves.
It was absolutely insane.
If
So
I were
this
to-
year, Winona is not invited.
I will not be inviting her to the amusement park or to the rectal consumption of stimulants.
Kids, if you got a booth, do it safely. Do it responsibly.
But don't get caught.
And have a trusted friend administer the booth.
Oh,
Because you can't do it yourself unless you're a contortionist.
or have a very small mirror placed ever so slightly to the left.
If you got a booth, get your friends to booth with you.
Never boof alone. This has been a public service announcement from your friend, Christopher Walken.
One time I took a tampon and I shoved it up there after it was soaked. It was totally soaked in Grey Goose. And I went to the Academy Awards.
And I called it my Grey Boof.
I was high for the whole 4 hours.
Like a kite.
You want to make sure that when you boof a tampon, you have to have a little bit of the string hanging out. Because you need to recover said tampon later. You know? You can't just yank it out of there. You gotta be nice to it. Treat it like a friend. Massage it out.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Sometimes you can't just poop it out. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes it might get stuck up there. If you boof a tampon and it gets stuck, you can get toxic shock syndrome.
TSS is nothing to joke about.
In your butt.
TS butt.
TSS. In your butt. It's insane. Yeah. Put drugs in your butt. Put drugs in your butt.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Like, what other drugs would work? Could you, like, boof, like, a Sudafed enema?
I have no idea.
George Carlin used to say that there weren't enough drugs in suppository form. But suppository just kind of melts up there, right?
I wouldn't say it melts. It's more like the mucous membranes of your ass.
Absorb it.
Absorb it. So
the mucous membranes are going to absorb all of that Jose Cuervo and lime. It might sting a little.
The acid content of the unintended medication for your ass.
It's hard to beat just shoving drugs in your ass. I mean, I don't know if it's the end of the show or not.
Well, no, there are two reasons to shove drugs in your ass. One is transport, and the other apparently is consumption.
Yes, you can get high more quickly if you boof that Mad Dog 2020.
Ugh.
The best flavor of the boof is not the citrus.
So here's a useless fact. Even if you end up boofing something, you are still going to have alcohol on your breath.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
It'll just take a little bit longer.
How does that work?
Because the alcohol, the ethanol itself, is not what causes the beer on your breath smell.
Okay.
When alcohol enters your bloodstream, it's broken down by something called alcohol dehydrogenase. And the alcohol dehydrogenase turns alcohol into two different substances.
That sounds good. I need some of that dehydrogenase on my turkey.
Actually, your body makes it.
Bitch.
I don't think turkeys make it. I could be wrong about that. I mean, I've been wrong about Stranger Things.
So you still produce dehydrogenase if you shove the booze in your butt.
Well, actually, that's where Asian flush comes from. Asian flush is because most Asians,
put sake in there.
Not all Asians, mind you, but most Asians cannot produce the second. They're called alcohol dehydrogenase 1 and 2. And most Asians can't produce one or the other, and I don't remember which ones they can't produce. I have no idea.
Phones are up. 877-642-5483.
Now that we bored you fuckers to death.
That's 877-NHB Live at AOL, Yahoo, Skype, Contact. NHB. Radio.com.
Correct.
Just in case you like found us on random Stitcher or something. I wonder how many people do that. They're like set their podcast to random and they're just like, oh shit, who are these fuckers? This is terrible.
I mean, I get the sense that most of the people that listen to... Oh, Schlotsky writes in, ooh, pseudophedema. Correct. Whatever you just said, correct. Pseudophedema. Pseudophedema sounds painful.
What about margarita enema?
Margarita enema?
It's hard to say, isn't it?
No, actually, I think that was pretty easy.
Margarita enema.
Margarita Valenema? Margarena Validema. See?
I don't want to do the frozen margarita in your booth.
Nope. Bad
It's
idea.
Much more difficult to put in your ass.
Correct.
And Jello shots, forget about it.
Forget about it entirely.
You'd think they would just slide in there. But no, you have to put yourself in a very, very awkward position.
It's a very compromising posture you must take.
very weird spot. Luckily, my friend Samuel's with me. Is going to help me get the Jello shots in my rectum.
He's not actually going to touch my ass or be anywhere near me. He's just going to scream at me and say motherfucker a lot.
Damn, white people are fucking crazy.
You white people are useless and fucking crazy.
You mean you want me to shove this Jello in your butthole?
Maybe. With like a 10-foot pole and a bad attitude. Other than that, I ain't going anywhere near your doo-doo ring, motherfucker.
This is Billy D. Williams for Colt 45. Nothing like an ice cold 45 straight in your poop hole. This has been a message from Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, anyway. Holy fuck. So I've been really, really busy this week making something that next week I should have a link to be able to broadcast. I can't share it yet because it's going to be a YouTube channel that me and some other guys have put together where we basically go out into the world and prank people.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hello, one viewer in the Hangout.
Hey, yeah, we got at least one viewer.
How you doing, one viewer?
Actually, I've got to explain, the reason that I'm doing these video hangouts is I'm convinced if we're creating content, we might as well upload it, or in this case, just stream it live. I see no reason not to.
Why not?
Exactly. Why the hell not?
We just stream it live.
Do it live. I mean, don't write it, just do it live.
Just do it live.
Do it live.
Hey.
Like we do it live anyway, so we won't, why the hell not do it live, you know?
Why don't they give Andrew Dice Clay like his own show?
How could you ask a question like that?
On Spike. They should give him his own talk show on Spike, and it should be like ridiculously awful. Totally male.
You know,
Totally chauvinist.
He actually did have a sitcom, and it lasted not even to the commercial break. Before it was immediately yanked. I'm like,
it's the Andrew Dice Clay Show. Come inside, it's fun inside.
it's
Andrew
fun.
Dice Clay Show. Yeah.
He does nursery rhymes and shit.
Hey, how are you guys? This is my fucking family and shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello, TV family.
How's it going?
How the fuck are you guys?
Shoot.
Shoot.
Hickory dickory dock. The bitch was sucking my... We'll be right back.
That's right.
With the Andrew Dice Clay Show.
We'll be right back with Never. And next on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Exactly.
We'll just immediately go into reruns like...
Whoa, it's halfway through Xena.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa!
Whoa.
Wow, that was like 2/3 of a Xena episode.
Why is she in the cave?
Hey, Xena, why are you with Andrew Dice Clay? I don't understand.
He's gone now. He's gone.
He's gone. He's back. He's gone back to Filthyville. Never to return to the world of men.
Dude, we need to do a show where we get all these old comedians from like the 80s and we get them to come back, like Yakov Smirnov. That guy was awesome.
Schlasky also writes in Margaritima. That would be a margarita enema.
Margaritima. Margarita-tima.
It's as fun to say as it is to boof. Take it from me, Christopher Walken.
Just don't put the lime or the salt.
You don't need a salt lick when you stick tequila up your ass.
It's gonna be salty enough.
Believe you me, your rectum is already salty all by itself.
Too much salt can cause heart problems.
Too much sodium Not to mention all the drugs you've ingested with your colon.
I put my pants on one leg at a time.
Unless I just did a boof, in which case I leave them off.
Which case I wear it depends when I boof.
I wear an adult prophylactic.
People think it's because I'm old, but it's really because I have crystal meth in my anus.
I tell them it's because I'm old, though, because that won't get me arrested nearly as often.
Meth in your butt. Meth in the butt.
The whole thing sounds so unbelievably unappealing to me.
You know, it's like people discovered this and like, why? I know it might work, but wow.
I've
never had that thought before, even after our whole conversation.
Still,
of like,
to this day,
hey, let's just pour this High Life up there. Disgusting.
But that's why it makes such good show material.
And then the whole, I heard back the show and we were talking about Club Felch. And
oh my God.
Oh, dude. We only need one beer, Mary Kate.
Felch.
Jesus, Ashley, we only need one beer.
Club Felch is like the hottest place ever.
Oh, throw up in my mouth real quick. I'm really hungry.
I'm really hungry. Like, feed me like I'm baby bird. Hang on. It's not bulimia if we take turns, okay?
Oh my God, I told you not to eat ketchup with those sweet potato fries.
I'm allergic to ketchup, bitch.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It was good though.
I mean, it was good, but like, do you realize how many calories just thinking about that?
I like ketchup, but we're gonna have to get on a treadmill.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do the treadmill while you're trying to hold your booth.
I mean, like, we've done some tough things dealing with Bob Saget being numbers 1 through 5.
Oh my God, Mary Kate, can you drink the booze from my butt?
Now it's time for 2 Olsen twins, 1 boof. And I just threw up ever so slightly in my own mouth. Wow, that's gross.
Oh God, Mary Kate, I hate ketchup.
My God. Just remember, you're ordering for both of us, okay?
Did you boof Dark Bear? Or do you just have a dirty asshole?
Yeah, I'm not sure if those are coffee grounds or, never mind. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, the possibilities are endless, aren't they?
What, of shoving drugs up your ass?
Yes.
No, they're limited by
the things you can do.
They're limited by the drugs.
People don't shove drugs in their ears.
Correct.
Normally.
The ones that do are going to be severely disappointed.
And you might not be able to hear so good. You might as well shove it up your ass. So at least it'll work. I wonder what other kind of things would get absorbed up there.
Basically anything that can be consumed. So, I mean, here's how it works. The point of your colon is to dehydrate your shit so you don't have diarrhea all the time.
Okay.
So, because of the way that it's vascularized, or, you know, just covered in basically really, really, really small capillaries, things that are there can be very easily absorbed directly into the bloodstream.
Okay.
So that's how it works. So basically, anything that is that permeable that it can directly absorb water into the blood can also absorb other things that are soluble in water. So for example, you couldn't absorb THC because there's no fat.
Unless you made like a brownie and shoved it up there. Or the butter. Would the butter do it?
I'm not sure if the molecules would be small enough.
I bet it would work.
You know what, Kevin? Why don't you just tell us next week?
Totally shove this weed cookie in my a-hole. Shove it in your A-zone.
What?
Did you hear the mix? It's like one deeper.
No, it's. I think he said one fucking diva.
Oh, I thought he said put it deeper.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would have been better. Let's see. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Deeper. What the homosexuals do?
Oh my God! I would rather suck than rehash old bits.
They lick the anus like it's ice cream, and they get it all clean, and then they take the Corona Light. Is this what you want from Uganda? Boofing and eating the poo-poo?
I don't know what to say to that. Sorry.
Dude, we need to write that dude a letter about boofing.
What would we tell him?
That the gays take the drugs in the butt.
But he already thinks they do drugs.
Well, now, I mean, they put the drugs in the butt. I mean, he doesn't know the extent of it.
I wonder if
that would be new information for him.
So what you're saying is,
yeah, we could give the world some joy if we gave that man a little bit of info.
you're telling me that he would find something new to be horrified about,
yeah,
and blame gay people entirely on?
And he needs to see Two Girls, One Cup. I mean, come on.
Oh, come now. Of course he has.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
He does have an iMac.
That's right.
Does it come preloaded on the new PowerBook?
Of course it does. Oh, let's see. Andrew from Take It or Leave It writes in, oxymorphone absorbs up the ass, and that's how people are abusing that drug nowadays since the FDA made the drug company make the tablets, quote, uncrushable since people were abusing them up their nose for the longest time. Yes, that's correct. It is basically impossible to make something impossible to be absorbed up your ass that you would normally swallow.
So if you take Oxy,
so making it uncrushable,
you gotta boof it.
Ugh. I hope I'm never in enough pain to first need anything that strong.
Gotta boof it all, Pokemon.
And even so, I really, really hope that I will never, ever be as screwed as to, like, both be in that much pain first, and then second, be in that much pain and hate my life enough to decide that it's just time to shove medication up my ass.
It's time to boof an Oxy.
I mean, can't you get high enough from taking them normally? I mean, I think you can.
Sorry, I'm just kind of losing it over here. That's just hilarious.
I mean, whatever does it for you, I guess.
Oh, well, and this would probably be the most popular thing to boof then if it doesn't crush and snort anymore.
What are you talking about?
Well, then they have to get it in their body somehow. If you're not going to take it orally, it's time to take it in the A zone.
It's time to take it in the way you don't want to.
Oh my god, I totally shoved 2 oxys in there, okay?
Oh, holy hell.
I am so boofing my balls off.
If I had balls. But at the moment, Mary Kay just, like, ate them, so, like...
I did have balls, and they cost me $5,000, and they came from a little Indian man in Bangalore.
I used to
and
wear...
We sewed them on, and I said, my balls are bigger than yours.
And then I ripped Mary Kay's balls off.
We gave him $1 million for his balls. I had $1 million in my bra. So I was like, okay, here you go.
It's actually like 90% of my boob is actually just money in a push-up bra.
He said it was okay because he already had like 17 children.
Yeah. He wasn't going to have a happy life anyway, so we figured instead of adopting him, because, like, we don't want to do that.
And he also rides a bike, so it makes him more aerodynamic.
Yeah. He can now ride, like... I never understood why the girls' bikes were the ones without the ball buster. If you're going to design a bike frame, you should probably design the guy's bike frame to be the one that won't crack your nuts.
It was pretty epic when you ate my balls, Mary Kate.
Yeah, it sure was. I don't know how to follow that. Sure was.
Sure was.
Yeah, you aren't kidding.
Or like that one time that Jennifer Tilly come over and then we were throwing darts and her boob implant burst. That was hilarious.
That was like epic. In fact, if we would have put that moment on YouTube, it would have made more money than all of our previous cinematic works combined.
Seriously.
Like every movie ever.
Like
probably.
for real.
Yeah, no kidding.
If we could tell you all the crazy things that happen at our parties.
But we can't.
Because it'll take too long.
Because our lawyers said, like, if we're going to throw parties where we do things we can't tell people about, we probably shouldn't tell people about them.
Because like it'll be long as Gone with the Wind, and who wants to read that?
My God, that book takes forever.
For real. And the movie took longer.
I fell asleep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like who is this girl? She like owns black people and doesn't bang them.
What's the
I
point of having an African slave man if you can't have sex with him?
Ooh, look. It's Jordy from Reading Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, they're beating him. Is this BDSM, Mary Kat?
You're you're mixing your books, Kevin. That's Roots.
No, we've moved on.
Oh, okay.
Now we're watching Roots.
Now we're watching Roots.
Roots by Alex Haley.
Alex Haley. Like, seriously, who even cares about slaves anyway? I mean, their owners don't, so why should we watch?
Well, he's whipping him and he's kind of hot.
Yeah.
So I gotta see this.
My dad said LeVar Burton is one of the few guys I'm not allowed to sleep with.
This is why he's gay. Has to be it. This was like before we were born.
This was like way before we were born. So like,
There's like 2 different times as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, there's P.A.K. pre-Ashley Mary Kate, and
P-A-M-K
yeah,
and A-A-M-K.
A.A.M.K.
A-A-M-K.
Yes,
Or you can just say P or A.
P or A. So it's like, you know, we
Past time or now time.
we don't talk about past time, and by past time we mean anything before last week.
Why do they call it America's pastime if I fucking hate baseball?
They call it the 7th inning stretch, but like,
All they do is scratch their balls.
Schlosky writes in this track, this tangent you guys are on is just wow. The background track is amazing too. I love it. Schlosky, okay. Schlosky likes my mixing so much that I think he listens to this show purely for my backtracks.
I don't understand NASCAR. Like, why don't they just drive faster?
Seriously. And like, I wish they could like, you know, take turns at least like being up front.
Maybe Dale Earnhardt thinks he's gonna get pulled over.
You know, I always wonder why they got like, how did they not get pulled over by the cops? Where are the police in this race?
Oh my god, my booth is starting to kick in.
Oh, well, hurry up, because I want it. I want it second.
Okay, Schlotsky said what now?
Schlotsky said the backing. She said the backing track is amazing.
Of course it is. I made it
I made it with Paris Hilton.
with Moby.
Yeah, and like we got Moby drunk, and like
Me and Paris Hilton just made out in the corner, and then Moby made the track.
no, we got Moby drunk on sushi. I didn't even know anyone could get drunk on sushi, but apparently
I think it had mercury poisoning.
Moby's Achilles heel is sushi. Never give Moby sushi. He'll like stop producing your track that you're gonna claim in like 5 minutes, and he'll just sleep in the corner. And then you'll have like 1/3 of a great track, and then you'll have to figure out where the loop button is, and then say stupid shit on top of it to say that it's yours.
Remember when we bought him a wig and he kicked us out?
We thought we were being so nice to him. It was a cancer child's wig.
It was so nice.
It was so nice. It was
like so now.
it was like $10,000 cancer child wig.
Like so now.
Because we figured Moby had cancer.
We bought it from the same man in Bangalore.
Yeah, we
Because one of his kids had cancer.
we shaved one kid, castrated the other. He was a wealthy man by the end of the day. Moby, what an ungrateful little prick. The guy said we couldn't release his track. He didn't even produce the track.
The worst part about the trip from India is when you ate my balls and you didn't throw them back up in my own mouth.
God, it is better to give, Mary Kay.
That was shitty.
I don't want to talk about eating Mary Kay's balls anymore. Is that okay with you, Kevin?
Sure.
Besides, you can only do the Valley Girl for so long.
Not
I do
really.
I do like the idea of getting Moby drunk on sushi. I can actually picture this hypothetical as it occurs.
Moby is like totally fucked up.
We
on
bought Moby.
ahi.
We bought Moby a dragon roll.
It's totally fucked up on ahi.
He like started talking to wallpaper and like licking trees and stuff.
I don't think that blowfish was cut right.
And I'm like, Moby, quit licking blowfish.
Well, then he showed us that he is not cut right either. And I was like, if you want a circumcision, I had no guy.
I have nail clippers and like pretty good eye-hand coordination.
I know a guy, and he'll come and do it for you.
He's Jewish, but Moby's Jewish, right?
His name is Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
totally wants to cut your penis.
He's an amateur pedophile. That's what his business card
He
says.
specializes in adult circumcision.
Yeah. With his tongue. He then takes the foreskin and turns it inside out with his tongue, just like a maraschino cherry. It's really cool.
Pretty awesome.
This is the world's greatest party trick. He keeps
Bro.
around a Bavarian slave just so he
Bro.
can prove to people that he can circumcise them at will with his mouth.
Bro, it was so nah.
Oh, dude, I was so sick.
So nah.
Okay, so once again, I have to play something that I think is awesome, and I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks about it.
Wow, wow, wow.
Because it was on SNL, and I have played it repeatedly, but it must happen again.
Let me guess. I just had sex.
No!
Oh, no.
Mm-mm.
And it felt so good, felt so good.
No. This is like,
Put my penis inside.
I don't know what the
of
current
you.
count is.
I want to tell the world.
I'm sure it's going to be pretty high up. 6 million, not bad.
6 millions.
6 million, and it went up on May 17th.
Oh, okay, so it's a newer
Damn new.
sketch.
I know you've seen this,
I might have.
and if you haven't seen it, then something is wrong with
Have you seen the one about Nickelodeon?
No, and we're not watching
And
it.
they cut it from the show because it has drug references.
Right, because SNL, God forbid,
Can't talk about crack.
can't talk about... No, instead, what they can do is employ crackheads,
Right, exactly.
but they can't talk about crack. Hell, Charlie Sheen, the longest job Charlie Sheen ever had was appearing on Saturday Night Live.
Really?
Yes! Think about it.
He wasn't on there very much, was he?
He was a permanent cast member for years.
No, not Charlie Sheen.
I'm sorry, not Charlie Sheen, Chris Farley.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's two totally different guys.
I'm sorry, did I really say Charlie Sheen?
You did.
Yeah, that is exactly what I didn't mean. No, Charlie Sheen, I don't think Charlie Sheen was ever a permanent cast member.
No, I think Charlie Sheen may have hosted once.
Oh no, he's hosted several times.
But, no, you mean Chris Farley.
Yes, Chris Farley.
That was, but there was Black Sheep and
Those are movies. They don't take very long
Tommy
to shoot.
Boy.
And he sure as shit did not write them.
No, for sure. But he was making stuff up. I mean, that was totally him with the little car at trying to sell brake pads, and he lit the thing on fire.
Oh, no.
That was him.
I know.
Nobody wrote that.
That's correct. But that was like, David Spade. That was what happens when David Spade and Adam Sandler get together and do cocaine. That's where both of those screenplays came from. In fact, I have this theory. That they were actually the same screenplay, and they woke up one day, forgot that they did Tommy Boy,
And then Black Sheep came out.
and then they started calling it Black Sheep.
Black Sheep had the cop car
I'm sorry, but there's no excuse.
and the nitrous.
Yes, That's correct. They wrote one additional scene.
Roads.
And did the whole movie once again. And you know that was the first fucking thing they filmed.
It didn't have anything to do with brake pads. And Brian Dennehy wasn't in it.
It didn't. Kevin, I'm sorry. It was the same movie.
Almost, but not quite the same movie.
Are you really going to, like, split hairs here with me?
It's not Tommy Boy 2.
Because they changed the title?
I think still Black Sheep. I mean,
well, they didn't call it Tommy Boy 2 because they forgot that they shot Tommy Boy.
They're not the same movie.
They are too. In my head, they totally are.
That's cool. Moby and like Tiesto are the same guy to me. It all just goes do 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 do.
Wow, that's see. I know you're not actually serious.
No, not really.
I mean, you could tell me like
I know the difference between
you could
them.
tell me Oakenfold and Tiesto are the same person.
One's bald.
Oh, okay.
Moby's bald.
That's correct. That's why the Olsen twins bought him a cancer wig.
Moby has glasses.
Moby has glasses when he plays the Pacific Northwest.
That's exactly why the Olsen twins bought him a cancer wig. Exactly.
Because they had to be sure that he was Moby. They're like, just wear this whenever we're around, so that we don't confuse you with like some other bald guy. Because usually we only hang out with people who have hair on their heads.
I don't want to fuck Justin Bieber again.
My God, that was so boring.
He is pretty small down there.
He's just like, he's like all game. He talks a good talk, but like.
But really, it's like a Vienna sausage.
It's actually very small.
We offered to buy him a penis from the same man in Bangalore.
The guy said he was out of children and to be back in like to be back next year.
We couldn't afford his penis.
We couldn't afford his penis because
I forgot my wallet.
Forgot my wallet. I had to go with only the money that I had in my bra strap.
Like all I had was 50 grand.
Apparently, that'll get you not as far as you want.
We could only buy a penis that was like
all we wanted
the same size as Bieber.
We could buy a goat penis for Bieber, but like
he doesn't want a goat penis.
Well, I mean, as far as we know, he doesn't actually want the penis that he doesn't know we're going to give him, because you know then he might be insulted and stuff.
Oh my God, how much for Scottie Pippen's penis?
I don't think it's for sale. Oh, look, it's on eBay.
Oh, Jesus.
You think anyone will notice if...
He is broke.
Oh, my God, I thought OJ was broke.
You can tell it's his because it has 3 rings around it.
He wears his championship rings on his penis.
Yeah, they're, like, big enough.
Yeah, last time we slept with him, we're like, Scotty, take off your rings.
He's like, no, baby.
Little Scott,
I ain't taking nothing off.
Little Scotty's got to wear the rings. They're his cock rings.
Little Scotty got better shooting percentage than I do.
He scores, yeah. He makes every free throw he tries.
You thought Magic had the Magic Johnson.
Oh. All right, that was terrible. That was fucking wretched. All right, I've got to play this, Kevin, because it's just it's just absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's play that, and then we'll have a breaky break.
If you're on YouTube right now, you won't be able to hear this. All you'll be able to hear is our talking over it, because I don't want this to get pulled down. This is When Will the Bass Drop, Feet Little John.
When the beat drops.
When will the bass drop? And they're making fun of Avicii. Kevin, come on over and just watch this with me.
Mortal Kombat!
Kevin, get over here.
You okay?
And just like that, the fucking thing skips. All right, let's set that to auto. There we go. Apparently streaming and writing video. Oh, do you like my broadcast meters? Don't those look sick as shit? Yeah.
Fried and eggs playing Candy Crush. Pack some money.
Oh no. He's gonna die. He's gonna come on. This is making fun of it's making fun of WMC, where apparently Avicii passed out. Like he partied too hard and
Nice. Oh, they're just handing him money. Running credit cards.
all right, here we go. Yes! I mean, seriously, everyone should explode.
Blood coming out of that dude's mouth. That's totally hot chip, dude.
I mean, you realize they did have to use the eyeball lasers.
It's a little bit of hot chip.
Yeah, there you have it. When will the bass drop?
That's pretty awesome.
That is fucking epic, is exactly what that is. So yeah, anyway. My severe apologies for those of you watching the video, but I'm sorry,
That was pretty cool.
there's no easy way for me to stream it over without having Kevin load the video, and to have Kevin load the video gets very complex.
It's a very complex
I have, however, figured out how to stream over the network purely with Mac OS, just to transmit audio in real time over Ethernet, like just as part of Mac OS.
So let me get this straight.
Yes, Bill Cosby.
There are two girls that used to be on the television show Full House.
Yes.
And what they do is they throw up into each other's mouths.
Just like an internet video that I can see on my iPhone.
I've seen March of the Penguins.
This is nothing like that.
These two lovely little girls don't look like penguins.
They don't look like they even like each other most of the time.
And then what I heard is they put the oxycodone in the rectum.
They crush it up. They crush it with the mortar and the pestle.
It doesn't work anymore, so you have to put it in your butt.
And then you take it, you drop it in the bottle of booze.
Jello pudding time.
I told those kids, why don't you just make Jello shots?
I was telling the children, you don't waste your perfectly good drugs by putting them up your butt.
If you put them up your butt,
It's not the best idea.
it's not the best idea. I mean, it's unnatural.
This is a cool mix.
Oh, okay. There you go. Wow, the show must suck if more comments come in about the fucking background music.
Thanks for the memories, even though they weren't so great. Eat tastes like you, sweeter.
Yep, definitely failing as a show host.
This is pretty awesome. We can go to break if you want.
If the background music has eclipsed the show, I am an abject failure.
Might be break time.
What? I mean, okay, fine, good, great.
Stick the both in your butthole. Bigger, better, faster, stronger.
Yeah, that too. Okay, well, like, first we got to get to the break. And so we go to the break, and then we go to the server, and then we go to the podcast. All right,
Let the
let's
beat
see.
drop.
Audio. Music, podcast, local copy. By the way, the podcast URL for a while didn't work. ADHDradio.net is back up, as well as feeds.feedburner/ADHD Radio HD.
I love how the base button looks like the easy button from the Staples commercials.
You know, you're not the first person to think that.
That was basic.
I mean, the idea is the best producers are not always the best DJs.
That was basic.
Rarely are people as good at performing, or at least get as famous. Most people become more famous doing one or the other.
Time to drop the bass.
So the guys that are really, really good at making mixes don't want to perform them, at least not always. There, of course, are exceptions. But a lot of the time, you know, the Aviciis of the world, and don't get me wrong, I think Avicii's an amazing producer, even if he does party too hard. You know, and by party too hard, I mean party so hard that he can't, like, make his own show.
Poor dude. I mean, don't boof so many oxys then.
Seriously. If you're going to boof...
Don't boof and mix.
Or don't mix and boof.
No, wait till the mix is over.
Wait till
and
the
your
mix
friend is on the tables.
Wait till the mix is over.
Then you can shove ecstasy up your ass.
Up your ass.
Have a grand time.
A grand old time.
Make sure you drink plenty of bottled water.
Up your ass. But also
in your mouth.
But you should also swallow some. But just never go ass to mouth with the bottle of water.
Because then you might get somebody else's boof.
You might get what we call a conflict of interest. All right, we'll be back. More of ADHD Radio right after this.
Somebody else's boof.
A conflict of interest. Gotta call it what it is, Kevin.
Oh yeah, John LeJoie.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I can't. I have to go to a famous...
Showing them just how integrated into American...
CartoonAnimal.com website that I'm starting.
But
Cartoonfisting.com. All right, somebody buy it.
it needs to be an animal?
No, it would be an iPhone app, and you know, you take a picture, and whatever you just took a picture of will be exactly will get turned into a movie of like the cartoon character of your choice raping whatever the picture was.
I'm picturing
That is a great idea. I'm brilliant. A big black what?
Big black dildo for the strap-on.
You got to be descriptive here, Kevin. This is radio.
Yeah.
We must entertain the blind people that probably
black,
are listening.
A BBC dildo.
Big black cock.
Yes.
All right. That's
and
what
Hello Kitty.
That's what BBC stands for those of you.
Perhaps Susanna
who don't
Martinez.
know. Susanna, our governor? Oh.
Ah, Hello Kitty.
That's gross.
Sucky dog.
No, Susanna Martinez is gross by any definition.
Yes.
Speaking of fun applications...
But getting raped by Hello Kitty, that makes her a little cute, right?
No!
No?
Not even close to cute.
Yeah, you know how
what about Megan Fox getting raped by Hello Kitty?
One of the most photographed...
Hello Kitty is an STD, okay? She's not a rapist. What were you saying, Rye?
So the most photographed monument in the world is the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah.
And all the, like, you know, British and, you know, Italian and all the other tourists take pictures of them, like, holding it up or
the whole writing it or pushing it.
Holding it.
She's not a rapist. What were you saying, Rye?
So the most photographed monument in the world is the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah.
And all the, like, you know, British and, you know, Italian and all the other tourists take pictures of them, like, holding it up or
the whole writing it or pushing it.
Holding it in their hand or pushing it to try and correct it.
Yeah.
Now, the American tourists, there's a picture of one bent down on the ground with his ass up, and the other person pushing the tower into his ass.
Terrence and Phillip do Pisa. That makes perfect sense.
Gotta love American tourists.
As far as good apps that neither of you have probably seen,
since neither of us have an
that's
Apple
exactly
device.
right. You load up action movie effects here, and this will allow you to make a movie of anything you want getting blown up by a missile. Now, this is fucking great. And anyone who's been on iOS has probably seen this by now, but since neither of you have, I'm gonna do it. So basically, what you do is you take a movie of whatever you want to have blown up. In this case, I'm gonna blow up the studio monitor. And then you just take a video. And this was sponsored by Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, which didn't actually suck very badly. I was pretty impressed.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was all right. Actually, that studio monitor is too bright. So we're going to blow up Kevin's head. Okay, I'm going to move the mic a little bit. And now we're going to start recording. There we go. And now...
Man, fuck you!
Perfect. Now we've got to hold that still so that it can be blown up. And missile. Missile. And end recording. And now it renders the effect whenever I want the effect to be started, which in this case is going to be after he says, man, fuck you. And then we hit OK. And it renders Kevin getting blown up by a missile. Or it crashes. That works too. Fuck. That's a shame because I was really looking forward to that.
That's probably because Steve Jobs died.
Yes, Kevin, that's exactly why it happened. All right, this time we're just going to go into gallery.
What about Steve Jobs taking up the doo-doo hole from My Little Pony?
You just said Steve Jobs and doo-doo hole in the same sentence.
And My Little Pony.
By the way, did you like the thing that I sent you of,
Sounds like we're writing a Family Guy episode.
Well, no, a Family Guy quick thing. All right, we're just going to take quick video here.
Remember that time we were with My Little Pony?
We're going to set Kevin's aux send so that this will actually get sent in the video.
Check that.
All right, now we're going to record. And here we have Kevin getting hit by a missile.
Man, fuck you!
Bam. All right, now we've got our video. And hopefully this time it won't crash. Now, this is a bit of a long shot, but you know
Tom
what?
Cruise doesn't want any of his private science.
We were about to go on the air. What's up?
Oh, that was a rerun?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't funny, so that's okay.
Oh.
It's
Actually, I thought that was the greatest iPad demo ever done, of an app.
Oh, yeah, well, we actually did get it to work, but I had to buy an add-on to, get it to not crash.
That's funny. And you were so casual about, it crashes. Like, you're just so casual about it. Like, it's like this happens every day.
It does happen every day. Remember what I do for a living, Damon.
He's keeping
True.
the App Store in business.
Oh, God. I did my tax returns. I spent $1,200 in the iTunes App Store buying shit just to figure out what the best stuff is in order to figure out what to recommend to clients. So, it pays for itself, but at the same time, fuck. That's too much.
How much money did you spend in the App Store?
$1,200.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's $100 a month.
Insane. Yeah. So are you actually live right now?
Yeah,
we are now.
Yeah, we are now. I was just about to hit play on the intro.
In lieu of intro.
Yes, in lieu of intro, we are indeed live.
All right, I'll do your intro.
Okay, go ahead.
Coming to you live from Albuquerque, New Mexico, it's ADHD Radio, featuring the guy who hates Rush, the guy who hates men, oh no, the guy who hates women,
I was about to
and
say,
the guy who hates men.
Who the fuck hates? Okay then. All right. Well, that works. Why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the evening, Video Vamp!
Yay! Oh, thank you very much. You're such a great audience. Yay! Yay! No, really, I'm Jay Leno. Shut the fuck up.
Produced by Michael Lorne.
Yes.
So.
Totally wrecked my mental preparedness. I'm thinking of stuff I'm gonna say when my usual intro plays, and
Sorry.
That's all right.
Well, you could have done what most radio people.
What, David?
What?
Don't even. Oh.
I said. I know. I should just know to ignore anything Kevin says.
Yes.
I can't hear Rye.
You can't.
I hear Rye through the room mic.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Now
using
you're
that.
right. Now you're right in my ear where I'm sure you want to be.
Yeah, I'll turn that down a little bit.
I want to be in other body parts, not your ear.
Collective shudder.
All right, come on now. It's been 12 years almost. You know, it's like, are you still holding on to the dream?
Well, the dream is the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
That one day I'll change.
One of these days.
One of these days. Yeah.
All right. What? So. See, I don't know what it is. Like, you are now. I have you hoping I turn gay. Addie accusing me of already being gay.
Addie being gay from day one.
Right.
Yeah.
I am not. I don't understand why people seem to have this wild theory that I'm gay.
Which is funny because we always talk about the fact that people don't change. Women don't change. Generally, men don't change at all from, the age of 5 on.
But Damon can change.
Oh, yeah, right, whatever.
Everybody can change!
Damon's not a man.
Okay, Rocky.
He's a Damon.
Well, Dune is convinced that as I keep making more money that I'm going to become a Republican. I'm like, okay, right. Like, that doesn't work that way. You're born into certain camps, and some camps you can, become a free agent, trade your card in, and, switch teams. And other camps, you just can't change.
Let me show you how gay I am not, okay? If the choice came down to being
Damon,
gay...
you don't have to go any further. I've already seen your wardrobe. Enough said.
Yeah, that's true. No, I want to make this clear to those who still have doubts. If the choice came down to being gay or voting for Obama to get a second term in the White House, well, hell, yes, we can.
Oh, well, that's a great vote of confidence.
Well, now I can finally get
think
Damon
you all
in
know
drag.
that my dislike of Obama is well documented. I mean, I held a funeral for the country the week after elections.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You can't judge a blind man by his wardrobe, Rye. That's just not fair.
You can when he lives in a house full of sighted
I-
people.
No, you can't.
Because I know that there are blind gay people. I need to introduce Rye to Aaron, someone who hangs out in one of the Team Talk servers I go into every now and then.
Is he flaming gay?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Was he born blind?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay, if so, then he's the person I've been looking for.
Yeah, Rye has actually searched for an actual...
Not for a relationship, but I'm trying to an experiment, let's say.
An experiment?
Yeah. I've met deaf people, quadriplegics, I've met gay people in almost every subset except blind. Which it leads to the discussion I was having with a friend of mine once of, is it things that we, is it a visual thing or not? Being gay, being attracted to another guy.
See, I thought the whole thing stemmed from superficialness.
Well, that too. But
yeah, okay.
There's a whole lot of factors, but I've never met anyone who was born blind that's gay.
Yeah.
I'm
sure they're out there.
They have to be.
I'd have to see if this guy was born blind, but
because I've met guys that went blind that were gay before they were blind.
Oh, okay, that wasn't a okay, I thought that was a masturbation joke, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Your grandma told you to turn out that way.
Yeah, your grandma was right. Now you're gay and blind. Ha ha.
See, what I'd like to know, is that a gradual thing? If you is it like frequent masturbation and like every load you pop, you lose another degree of vision? Or
I don't know.
Or is it just one day you blow your load and it's so intense that your retinas will shoot out through your penis hole?
Just had a retinal blowing orgasm searching for my load. That sounds like a great Twitter update.
I'm not posting it.
No, neither am I.
See, I don't buy into it because if I'm not blind, it's not true.
What?
Right.
If you're not blind, it's not you. Welcome back to hour number 2 of ADHD Radio. I'm your host, Video Fam. Joining me in the studio is Chicken All the Fingers. Yup. And Chicken Fingers says yup apprehensively.
I'm gonna try to rid myself of the first hour there.
What?
The whole joke needs to be changed, I think.
I think
it might have run its course. I do love to beat a dead horse, but
boy, do you ever. But here on ADHD Radio, we care about you, the listener.
We always beat the horse till it's dead, and I think it's pretty dead
No,
now.
we beat the horse into glue, and then we beat the glue until it's something else.
Exactly.
In fact, the only show that can beat a joke like Rodney King style, just beat the shit out of it, better than ADHD Radio, I'd say would be probably Gators. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, I'm pretty damn sure. Phones are up, 877-642-5483. That's 877-NHB-LIVE. NHB Live through AOL, Yahoo, and Skype. Contact at nhbradio.com through Windows or MSN Messenger, or you can go to facebook.com/NHBradio. And the very top posting comment, or the very top posting, if you comment on that posting, that will let you write directly into the show too.
So, have you tried the Tinder?
No.
It's pretty sweet. It's like hot or nots, but then if they say you're hot too, then they message you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, like, you see a couple of people's Facebook pictures, and it says how old she is, and sometimes the About Me blurb.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of times people don't even write that. So, like, you just pick if you like her or you don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. You're going to like it.
And have you managed to get laid via this app?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost? Wait, what?
Not yet.
Almost?
Yeah, not yet.
Wow. I'm sorry, I'm looking at an article.
We've only been using it for a couple days now.
This is from BuzzFeed.
I'll get back to you, but so far it's pretty awesome.
This woman's butt selfie was banned from Instagram, so she fought back.
Yes.
Megan Toney's fully covered butt selfie was removed from Instagram after the app said it violated the mature content rules.
Whoa.
Yeah, right.
What's wrong
She
with
created
her
a
butt?
booty positivity campaign in response.
Yeah. Be positive about that thing.
That's right.
It's your bounce. You bounce and you step. The bounce to the ounce.
Apparently, the bootygram
She's a brick house.
was flagged via Instagram's flagging process because people were uncomfortable with the size of Megan's butt.
I think that we should start our own business called Bootygram. And I think we will totally make more money than Instagram.
I think a bootygram is a fantastic idea.
Don't you think so?
I mean, that would be the only spam I think I would ever open.
Bootygram.
You
it's
got
like,
a
Reddit
booby.
gone wild, but
Right.
it could be private.
Well, or it could be public.
It could be public. There's a switch. You could say it's private or public.
Right. You should be able to receive the daily, weekly, or monthly top bootygram from Girls Gone Wild Booty.
Only the butts you want.
Only the butts you want.
Not the butts you don't want.
Not the butts you don't.
You say that booty's a little too big. You say, hey, I don't want to see it anymore.
Correct.
You just don't look anymore. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Fuck? Why you fucking up Bootygram here? Now we got to change it. We got to get a whole new company going.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Now we got to call it Mega Bootygram.
Bootygram.
Regular and Mega. The Mega Bootygram is not for the faint of heart.
If you got a need
Yeah.
to take a picture of your butt
Yeah.
and send it to your friends, Bootygram.
If you have a need to send it to perfect strangers, double Bootygram.
If you think your grandma needs to see how big your butt got,
Booty Spamagram.
Bootygram.
Double Booty Spamagram. You gotta have a double Booty Spamagram.
Dude, this is $1 million business.
What, double booty spamograms?
Just bootygram.
Bootygram?
Bootygram.
I mean, it could also just be called buy a prostitute for your friends.
That's called Backpage.
That's correct. That's called birthday present of the gods.
Until the cops figure that one out, and they probably have. So it's probably something else now.
Correct.
I don't know what it is. If you guys know what the new internet hookup service is for prostitutes, let us know. Because I need a new reference for my joke.
Why? Because Craigslist is no longer...
Yeah, no longer Craigslist, and then Backpage.
No longer useful?
Probably no longer useful.
Unless you're Ravs.
Rav still finds girls on Craigs?
I mean, that would not surprise me. Would it surprise you?
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, have they actually successfully, like, chased away the hoes? Because that is no easy feat.
Right.
If they have, I will be thoroughly impressed. But again, I could be wrong. Who knows? Oy vey. Have you seen Spider-Man?
No.
I was actually very surprised. It was damn good.
Nice.
It was damn good. It was, like, surprisingly good. I'd say it was the best Spider-Man since...
Spider-Man.
Well, no, actually, I'd say downright the best Spider-Man.
Nice. I thought Spider-Man 2 was pretty good.
It was. And, you know, I don't think they've made a terrible Spider-Man yet.
Right. No. They're not bad movies.
No, they're not.
It's just this one's better.
Exactly.
Right on.
Exactly.
I can dig it.
Can you dig it?
Yep.
Can you dig it?
Even though it's no Toby's, I can dig it.
Here's a video called 9 Things You Can't Do on the Internet. See if this is any good.
We have one viewer in the chat room.
I don't care. I just want to archive it.
Right on.
That is, believe it or not, its only purpose. I mean, I could say that I really care, but I can't feign caring. I just, you know, it's not in my repertoire.
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 Repertoire with repartee. Uh-huh.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, that too.
Croissant.
Hee hee ha ha. Here we go. It is technically illegal to use someone else's unsecured Wi-Fi network because the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act makes it a felony to access a router without permission. Using HBO's HBO Go password also violates the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act. I'm a felon. But the CEO of HBO says that password sharing is creating addicts. Sexting is illegal if you're under 18. It technically amounts to child pornography even if you do it yourself.
Wow.
You're not allowed to use copyrighted materials to create GIFs. But if you have a pet, go ahead and GIF them. It is illegal in California to post naked photos of your ex, but only if you're the one who took the photo.
Whoa.
A selfie they took wouldn't be protected under the same law. It is illegal to offer monetary rewards on YouTube and not deliver. Your word is your bond on the internet, even on YouTube. If your state requires background checks, don't sell guns on Instagram. Gun-related hashtags can trigger alerts. Making false statements about people on Twitter is against the law. Courtney Love paid $430,000 to settle a Twitter libel suit.
Wow.
She called a fashion designer, quote, an asswipe, nasty, lying, hoebag thief. So think before you tweet, especially if you're Courtney Love. Impersonating a real person on Twitter is a misdemeanor in at least 9 states. The real Tina Fey is hilarious and would never tweet something as boring as Tina Fey. Online and IRL, just be yourself. A message from BuzzFeed. There you go. 9 things you can't do on the internet.
Right on.
It should be called 9 things you're doing on the internet that just happen to be illegal.
You learn now that it's like illegal.
Correct.
Like the kids don't sext.
Of course the kids are sexting.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
And now I give you...
It's my daughter's fucking phone, okay? Hey, she wants to send pictures of her bazooms to her cousin or something. Whatever. It's okay.
Now I give you men explaining the vagina.
It's like a very complex organ to me.
Or like inspiration for the predator.
This is the vagina.
Correct. Men explain vaginas. We asked guys to explain a female anatomy using a medical model of the vagina. Where does the pee come out?
Pee comes out from the vagina. It's both in and out. One of these holes.
I'm very sure that pee comes out of here.
And that's the anus.
The urethra? Boom.
Boom. Describe the egg's journey.
It starts from the someplace.
Somewhere in here. In the ovary.
It goes down some fallopian tubes.
There's like the A side and the B side, and I think they're like both
It's
pretty
a
awesome.
fucking
Through the
cassette.
fallopian tube to the uterus.
And then it comes out of this
He's
tiny
now holding it upside down. How do you stimulate a clitoris?
Don't diss the B-side.
What's the clitoris again?
This tiny little yellow circle.
Anything can stimulate the clitoris. Expert hand maneuvering.
You can use your tongue.
You can run water over it.
You can boof.
The alphabet. I've never done the alphabet. I feel like that's gimmicky.
There's probably a lot
It's
of
kinda
different ways to
gimmicky.
stimulate a clitoris. Scientifically.
What is a cervix?
A cervix?
Pass.
It's on the inside, right?
It's like an inner hallway of the vagina or something.
Oh my
I have
lord.
no idea what a cervix is.
Explain menstruation.
Menstruation is
where you...
The uteral lining builds up.
The egg dies.
Pops and falls out.
and
It
it's
pops.
expelled from the body in a stream of blood for whatever reason.
It's a painful process.
Save the vaginas.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Wow.
Aside from, I feel bad for these guys.
Terrible information.
Speaking of which, here's one called Sex Myths.
Oh no. Is it the same people?
Myth. Sex hinders athletic performance due to the release of testosterone. Fact. Sex causes the body to produce more testosterone. If anything, it should improve your performance. Penis size varies according to race. Nope. Penis size has absolutely nothing to do with race. Racist.
Racist.
Women can't get pregnant if they've never had a period.
Not even
Women's
close.
bodies release eggs 12 to 16 days before their first period.
So that 2
Penis
weeks.
size is everything. Fact. Most of the sensitive vaginal nerves are located by the vaginal opening, which means any size can be pleasurable. And sexual satisfaction is more influenced by psychological connection and, of course, technique. You can judge a guy's penis size by looking at his hands or feet. There's only one way to accurately measure a penis. By measuring the penis. Myth. Aphrodisiacs enhance your libido. Fact.
They don't do anything.
It's just a placebo effect. Myth. A woman's first time is painful because her hymen breaks. Over the years, the hymen breaks down from different activities, like walking, athletics, or self-exploration. Pain is more
Self-exploration.
psychological. Tension and anxiety make lubrication difficult. Myth. Using 2 condoms further reduces the risk of pregnancy. Fact. Wearing 2 condoms can create friction and cause them to break. One is as effective as it's going to get. Myth. You can't get pregnant if you have sex during your period. Fact. Sperm can live in your body for up to 5 days. Ovulating within those days can still get you pregnant. Oh God. Oh, what is that?
Oh, that was nasty. That was fucking nasty. Sorry. They just threw a condom out of a balloon full of mayonnaise and ketchup.
Whoa.
I think I just saw Mary-Kate and Ashley's last meal.
Oh my god.
I'm really sickened right now.
It's really fucking gross.
That was really, really fucking sick. However, that video had 1.2 million views.
Wow.
See, this is why I am starting this Prank Pros TV channel.
I can tell you where the pee comes out of her.
I don't know what to say to
Say
that.
it's right here. Right there.
Right there. Let me show you on...
I've never drank it before because that's gross.
Let me show you on Ashley.
But we made Pee Wee Herman drink it once.
Because his name was Pee Wee, and we told him we wouldn't even talk to him unless he drank pee.
And then he drank it.
We said it was his namesake. We said it was Destiny.
And then we let him have a part in the movie Blow.
He was a walk-on.
No, he wasn't.
Is it? No, yeah, I know.
It was a pretty big part, actually.
So here's the here's the quick teaser for Prank Pro TV.
But he had to drink our pay.
And Kevin, I'll show you the whole, at least the stuff we've got so far off the air.
Olsen twins control everything.
Here we go. Next week on Prank Pros TV.
Do you smoke grass? And by grass I mean marijuana, aka Chiba, aka green shit, aka that sticky icky, aka pot, aka tree, aka dank nuts.
Prank Pro TV. It's a fuckload of fun. I don't actually care if we end up making money from it. But I thought it might be fun to do a YouTube channel, actual show for profit, and see if it made any difference. My Last Stand writes, 92 writes in, I want to be stoned while listening, but don't have enough scratch.
Aww.
So what you're saying is you're broke and sober, and we are the closest thing that you're going to get to some sort of chemical-induced experience.
Take a deep breath, man.
That's right. Maybe Kevin can get you high by proxy. Stranger things have happened, but not many. Speaking of which, this video is entitled 7 Male Orgasm Facts You Never Knew. Let's find out if that's true.
Information brought to you by Glide Condoms. Today, we're going to be bathing ourselves in the very juicy topic of male orgasms.
Very juicy.
And so there's a lot about male orgasms that you might not know. If you haven't been on the giving or receiving end of them, there's a lot of stuff that goes on below the surface, below the skin, and we're going to clue you in it. So we have 7 interesting facts about male orgasms.
Hurry up.
Of which is that, and I think some people know this, that orgasm and ejaculation are not the same thing. And in fact, you can't
Oh my dear God.
orgasms where you don't actually ejaculate. And so for most people, there's a pretty strong correlation between those two things, but it isn't totally necessary. And if you come across it,
My Last Stand 92 writes in, myth, the Superman trick doesn't work. Fact, it works. Correct.
Myth, donkey punch is pleasurable.
Fact, donkey punch is hilarious.
And totally awful.
And totally awful.
necessary, and if you come
Unless
across
it's Reba
a
McEntire.
Correct.
Who has dry orgasms, understand that
Donkey punching Reba McEntire is socially acceptable always.
Fuck you, man. She's still smiling.
The third interesting fact about the male orgasm that you might not have known is that men have G spots too. Now, this isn't something that I think many women.
If you're boofing.
It's not something that many men sort of require. I think that they're usually happy with the traditional sort of stimulation they get. But there are three. There's the frenulum, the stretchy band of tissue connected to the head.
Don't give a fuck.
Is the taint, basically. And the third is the prostate gland, which I would imagine not many men watching this have experimented with. But perhaps as you move into your marriage,
you never know.
You spice things up.
Yes. On your wedding night, please ask your bride to stick a finger up your
The idea
ass.
of like women having G spots, even if some of us have no success whatsoever in actually locating it. But the idea that men do too, I think that's a mind bender.
I hate this channel.
That's
I
why I
hate
didn't
it.
realize that there were three.
Right. Those are greedy.
But that's, yeah,
Yeah.
lucky you.
Yeah. I just wish some of them were easier to find. Okay. So the fourth is that statistically,
I hate these
most
people.
are 7-minute men. And so they use the expression from soup to nuts. That's disgusting. I don't want to use that expression, although I just did.
Yeah, you should never say that
7
ever.
minutes to achieve orgasm.
What is
I
that?
feel kind of embarrassed.
All right, mute these fuckers. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that last video. It was a terrible idea and a whole
Yes.
lot of suck.
Yes.
My
Yeah,
Last
pretty
Stand
bad.
92 writes in, Donkey Punch Sarah Jessica Parker. He does not state whether that is a myth or a fact. I believe it is just a law
suggestion.
of... No, I believe it's a law of nature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just got to.
All you have to do is call her agent and tell her that you want to have her star in the movie, and instead of reading a script, you just want to donkey punch her.
Well, the original name for her show was called Donkey Punch in the City.
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
Bet you didn't know that.
I believe that failed in focus groups because Sarah Jessica Parker was actually all for that name.
She was all down with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she said that, Manhattan is where she goes to get donkey punched.
She she just only wants to get donkey punched by Ferris Bueller for the rest of her life, though.
In fact, that's what she calls Ferris Bueller's day off. It's the day that Ferris Bueller takes to donkey punch Sarah Jessica Parker.
Right.
Ferris Bueller, when asked about this, said it was the most disgusting experience of his life, and he will never, ever, ever do that again. My Last Stand 92 writes in, gag, vomit, and shit in a bathtub before donkey punching Sarah Jessica Parker. Apparently, he has a whole routine and ritual surrounding the donkey punching of Sarah Jessica Parker. Or the SJP DP.
But if you donkey punch Reba, she's still smiling.
Dude, I believe that...
Just saying.
I believe you could actually sever Reba's head and it would still be delighted.
She's still having a great time, man.
My God.
You give her Chinese water torture, she don't give a shit.
That's right.
Hey, Reba, your dad died.
In fact, simulated
Stop smiling, bitch!
Simulated drowning was used repeatedly, and they still couldn't get her to cry on cue.
Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down.
That's correct.
She can't not smile anymore.
Does that make her a smilophile?
It's gotta be terrible, dude.
That does sound awful.
I wonder if the thing was botched or something. I don't know, but I don't think she was going for that. I don't think that's what you sign up for when you get a facelift.
What, to look surprised for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
To look like you... In fact, she actually has an indelible look of being donkey punched at all times. Correct. So no matter what she does, she'll end up donkey punched one way or the other. So, you know, I mean...
I guess it's bad radio if we do, like, bad plastic surgery photos, but...
I just don't... I don't want to know.
We would just go... Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, no. I don't even want to think about that.
Ugh. It's gross, man.
Dude, that was really gross. What you did right there was, like, so disgusting, dude.
And then you let the beat drop.
Yeah, when will the bass drop?
Can you push the easy button?
Can you push the easy button?
Bro.
Mary, Kate, and Ashley actually invented the easy button because they are massive whores. Massive. In fact, they were whores.
Massive.
They were whores before they were even sleeping with anybody. We've yet to figure out how that is humanly possible, but we believe them when they say it.
People would sleep with our dolls.
I believe they were doing naughty, naughty things to Ken dolls
It's fucking gross.
in utero.
It's gross.
Gross. I'm looking at...
So, Mary Kate, can you show me on your sister where he touched you?
Show me on the doll... I mean, your sister.
That's so wrong. So wrong.
How is that wrong?
She's your twin. I mean, hey, it's your sister.
So technically, molest your sister and get attention.
Terrible.
Women
Awful.
have used this metric forever.
Awful.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there are worse things in this world, but not many.
But they're like cozillionaires, so it's okay.
Yeah, together they make one rich person. That's why they split food and vomit into each other's mouths.
No, we do it because it tastes better and there's less calories.
Yeah, and the paparazzi always just thinks we're making out. So, like, it's instant attention.
If I really want to lose weight, I just beef spaghetti ass.
Oh!
It's way less calories that way.
I'm now looking at plastic surgery before and after shots from Hollywood celebrities.
See, I told you we're just going to go. Ugh.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Oh, dude, that one girl from Dirty Dancing looks completely different. Absolutely, completely different. Looks like a different woman. It's crazy.
The whole thing just frightens me. The idea that somebody would do half of the shit that I'm seeing to themselves. I mean, doing it to your worst enemy, okay, I can understand that.
You should see Reba before. She was beautiful.
Of course she was. So what I'm going to do is just send this to Kevin via Facebook.
And then we're just going to go, no!
And that way Kevin can recognize the girls and I don't have to. Because that really just shouldn't be ever under any circumstance. There we go. Sent. And now we can watch Kevin react as he gets entirely grossed out by these celebrity before and after. What really sickens me is at least 9 out of 10 times they looked better beforehand. Which is fucking awful.
Okay, I'm trying to find this here.
Except for Blondie. There's a Blondie in there that looks way better. And it's not the top one. It's the one that's like 2 or 3 down.
OneSarcasticBroad.net. I like it. I like the style.
Yeah.
I like your style, kid.
I love that they have a category called this and that.
Celebrity plastic surgery before and after. After. Ouch.
Correct.
Wah. This is your Guido podcast. My name is Tim Buttatucci.
And I am Mamma Mia Fettuccine Visita.
Boom.
No, you fucked it up. My name is Mamma Mia Pasta Zucchini Fettuccine Alfredo Vazula 1942.
And I'm Vinny Benvetucci.
My last stand writing in that he wouldn't fuck her with a stolen dick. He can say funny shit too. He said there's shit in his dryer, piss on his bed, donkey in the hallway. Oh, and this is rocking like AG. Does it add up? I don't know if it does or not. I'm unaware of the fact that it may or may not add up. So that answers your question. Hooah.
I can't see these though. Like it's.
You can't see them?
Not on the phone. No, it doesn't work. I could do it on the. Oh, okay, here we go.
That's because this site was not mobile friendly at all, even a little.
I think Demi Moore looks good, actually.
Who's Demi Moore? Okay, I know who she
Ghost?
is. Right, which one is she? She like the 4th one down?
Okay, well, first is Megan Fox, right?
Okay.
She's hot, anyways. I don't think she did much.
She was just fine.
I don't think she did much. Joan Rivers is just way too much. I mean, come on.
Oh my God, she was a fucking animal beforehand.
Well, I mean, she's old.
She was old in 1980, apparently, when there's a lavalier attached to her lapel that's the size of her fucking golf ball mole.
4th down is, I don't know who that is. Is
She's
that Karen Manning?
Fucking hot.
She's ripping hot.
She's ridiculous. I don't even know what they did to her. I don't know what they did to her. It's just different lighting.
The last one is fucking wow.
The very last?
Let me see. I don't know if that's the last one or not. But wow, that one's terrible. I don't know, the old lady, and then all of a sudden she has boobs.
Well, what I liked
all
about
of a
this,
sudden she's got boobs.
What I liked about this plastic surgery before and after is 90% of them are face jobs. They weren't boob jobs.
I think Lindsay Lohan looks weird now.
Is she on this?
Yeah. She's got the sunglasses in the after picture.
Oh, the Ray-Bans?
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was just fine. You should have just left her alone.
I don't think Liv Tyler looks any different.
Girls, don't go under the knife. You're just going to regret it. My Last Stand writes in, what the fuck? Rocking...
I think Victoria Beckham looks better.
Rockin' AG sucks balls. Okay. Who looks better?
Victoria Beckham.
Okay. See, I'm almost embarrassed that I have no idea who most of these people are.
Posh Spice.
Okay. Would that be at the very bottom?
They show her a brunette and then she's a blonde.
Oh my God.
She's hot.
I thought Posh Spice was the black one.
No, she's married to David Beckham. Like, this girl's hot.
She bends it on Beckham?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She bends with Beckham.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Just had to be sure about that.
I don't know if they have enough bad ones there.
I mean, I kind of
I kind of agree with some of them.
Well, the point of the article isn't they look better or worse. The point is they look different. I think 9 times out of 10, if you were attractive enough to model for anything at any point, eat right, exercise, and then just be okay with yourself. Like, at the end of the day, I think that's probably going to be your best bet. So anyway, oh my God. Right down below, one of the related links, these dudes got plastic surgery to look like famous people.
Holy moly.
That's sickening. Oh.
I bet you nobody walked in and said, make me look like Kramer.
No. I don't think anyone has ever, I don't think there is such a thing as...
Make me look like that nigger guy.
As a crane, yeah, as a Michael Richards oplasty.
Nobody ever walks in and says, I want to look like Mel Gibson.
I don't know.
Make me look like Mel Gibson.
Some dude had 17 plastic surgeries to look like Superman.
Whoa, does he?
The fucked up part is Superman has been played by so many people that he just ended up looking like Michael Jackson. That's really fucking gross. And apparently...
This is a horrible radio, too, because nobody can see these pictures.
I could care less. I really could care less.
I'm sure you can look it up.
We're in extra innings anyway at this point.
Extra innings on ADHD
Radio. Here on ADHD Radio, where we gonna do extra innings.
Extra innings.
Because we started late, and now we call it bonus material.
Bonus features.
Correct.
Groundbreaking. Critically acclaimed. Smash hits. The ADHD Radio bonus features.
Yeah, I don't need... Right, whatever he said.
He's like, whoa, this guy had surgery to look like the Hulk.
Celebrity Instagrams. God,
Why
I don't
can't you
give
get
a
surgery to make you look cool? Like, can't you get surgery to make you look like the Rock?
Why can't you just have surgery to look like a unicorn?
There you go, that's fun.
The unicornoplasty, exactly right.
There's a guy who calls himself Cat Guy, and he's like leopard tattooed all over his body.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's weird.
Okay. Once again, I don't know what to say.
Extra bonus features.
I love blogs that are stupid shit. Lifehacker every now and again falls into one of these rat holes.
And now, the HBO original series, Boof in the City.
How to organize everything. Okay, if you're reading Lifehacker, you don't want to organize anything.
Donkey Punch in the City.
And you're simply looking for a way to not have to do anything.
Stay tuned. Game of Boofing Thrones.
No.
Be too much man cock already.
I just don't think that's going to happen.
Too much man cack.
Man cack.
I told my brother Billy, I was like, man, I can't watch that Game of Thrones, Billy.
It's too much man cack.
You know why I can't watch that Game of Thrones? Because it's so much man cack.
Man cack.
It's too much, man.
You just can't take all the man cack.
I mean, I'm not trying to eat my burger over here. I'm trying to have my triple hamburger, and then boom, the night is man cack right there. Boom, in your face.
There's just too much man cack.
And it's never had cack. It's always man... flaccid cack.
I haven't seen anything had on Game of Thrones since the end of the second season when that hat bitch got burned up and all her clothes burned off by the dragon fire.
And then there was man
And then it was nothing but man cack.
So it was, man.
Anyway.
You know The Voice? You know that show, The Voice?
Yeah.
It's all man cack.
It's all man cack in Boston.
Cack and balls.
Cack and balls and man cack in Boston.
You know what kind of tires I like? Man cack.
Man cack or white walls, you take your pick.
You know who signed biggest on the Constitution? John Mancack.
John Mancack. Wow.
was worth it.
I think you
Bonus
just
features.
I think you just ended the show. What's sad is I believe that Mancock bit was funnier than anything else we did today.
It's got Mancock seats.
It's got Mancock seats,
Mancock headlights.
It's got power windows, power doors, 6 CD changer, iPod interface, CD
Mancock
navigation, Mancock.
Mancock shifter.
Mancock shifter. However,
You know why Dale Earnhardt drives faster than everybody else? You know why?
Mancock.
He's got Mancock.
Sequential shifting on the steering wheel, or is it just the Mancock? Survey says Mancock.
You know what? I bet you that MPH, I bet you he loves the Game of Thrones. Am I right, guys?
I just think we found the new way to, on the air, call somebody a flaming homosexual.
I bet you like that Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, you're a big Game of Thrones fan, aren't you?
Time to watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, time to watch Game of Thrones.
Followed by the Chippendale special. Am I right, Jim?
Yeah, that's right. Boy, this guy's Netflix queue is just all full of Game of Thrones.
I'm sorry, Jim and Finney. I'm sorry I told you I wouldn't talk anything. We're still going to your wedding.
We're still going to your wedding even if you get gay married in Hawaii.
It's okay. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
I'll get laid as soon as I get off the plane. Hey, bada beesh.
If for no other reason than to make fun of you privately and then, do our best not to make fun of you publicly. We will, however, accidentally get drunk, and during the toast for the best man, we will say stupid shit about Mancock, if not Game of Thrones immediately.
I'm gonna sing Frank Sinatra to my gay lover. Shut the fuck up, Vinny.
Shut the fuck up, Vinny.
Jesus. Nobody wants to hear with the bing and the boom.
Nobody cares about your bada bing, bada boom.
We don't need to hear that.
Your butter butt sex does not belong on this butter island, okay?
But I told you if you boof those tampons, you get drunk faster.
Nobody boofs tampons at a gay wedding, Vinny, get it right. They all watch Game of Thrones and master.
You know why? Because they love Mancock.
Yep, because they love Mancock, which is the same thing as liking Game of Thrones.
I like the bazooms. So sometimes I'll sit there with my DVR and watch it on 2 times. And when the bazooms come on, I stop.
And I blog about it.
I would like to write a blog that warns people every time there's Mancock.
Correct. I do have Mancock free edits in this automatically playing playlist on my iTunes.
At 15 minutes and 30 seconds, the knight takes off his clothes and there's Mancock.
We do actually have professional editors who allow us to watch Game of Thrones without the cack.
Actually, Vinny just comes in and says, "There's gonna be Mancock."
We actually have a black cat whose job it is to jump in front of the screen every time it sees cock.
There's gonna be Mancock.
It's actually very good. This kitty is so fast, all you see is pussy instead of the Mancock.
It's a good idea.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for fixing HBO, guys.
Yeah.
This is so much better.
We call this black kitty Clam Schmalda, and its only job is to be the censor for the cock every time we have to watch Game of Thrones.
I'm in it for the bazooms.
Kitty does, however, sit there, and every now and again it will make a kitty mistake and jump on the bazooms.
Hey guys, can we switch it to Boof in the City?
No. Short answer, no. Saturn91 writes in, is there woman cock? Absolutely, but not during Game of Thrones.
Of course there is. It's called Rosie O'Donnell.
It's called Rosie O'Donnell and everything she's ever done on television.
I actually heard that a girl walked into the Big Texan yesterday.
Yeah.
And ate two Big Texan dinners.
You're kidding me.
A woman did.
Dude. All right, you disgusting, grotesque overeaters. You've been outdone by a girl. You all blow.
I think Callista Flockhart had her yearly feeding.
I mean, I feel like Mary-Kate and Ashley should actually be allowed to split it because it's all going to end up in one of them anyway.
See, I thought Rosie O'Donnell hated Texas.
I think she just hates rednecks. Not everybody in Texas is a redneck.
But who is this woman that ate these 2 dinners? I've got to know.
She's a fucking boa constrictor.
I want to go next time she's going to do it. I want to be there. I'll get some fried mushrooms or something and just watch.
Fuck yeah. They should sell seats.
Dude, if it was a really hot girl that did it, like that girl that eats all the eggs, the Black Widow, she's kind of cute.
These are just, I mean, so I have no idea who you're talking about, and I'm okay with that.
But it's a 72-ounce steak.
Right.
Or something.
Like a massive baked potato, like the biggest potato you've ever seen.
Bigger potato than you've got, Vinny. I'll tell you what.
Oh, let me tell you what.
See, the size of that friggin' thing is huge.
It's fucking massive.
It's like you take a roast and you put it on a plate, and they say, eat this.
And you're like, oh, fuck, okay. I'll do my best. I may end up having to boof the rest. But technically, I wonder if boofing is allowed.
I thought Elton John could only suck down this much meat.
Oh, god damn.
Only Elton John.
Apparently, it's in his retainer contract that he must have at least 12 Filipino virgins in the green room before he goes live.
No way.
Not 11, not 17, exactly 12. Exactly 12 12-year-olds.
And 49 blue M&Ms.
Yeah. Yeah, and 49 blue M&Ms purely for good measure.
And a big bottle of lube,
I don't know about the lube.
Hey, you need a bottle of lube.
I believe he uses 3 of the children just purely to shed tears, and he uses their tears as lubricant.
So I hear all these like terrible podcasts lately, so that was like the Guido cast. So let's do another one that would be like a horrible podcast.
The Fran Show.
The Fran Drescher Show?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
true.
anyone else named Fran?
That would be pretty awful.
That would be painful. I mean, from start to finish.
I boofed once with Weird Al.
I think we talked about that.
I know, but it was great.
It was fucking awful. Okay, so this video is what we're going to wrap with. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a slow jam.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 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 Teenage Mutant.
And they say we can't be classy here on this show.
He wants me to explain his monkey to you.
I'm not quite sure if that fits in the show.
Well, I just make his monkey fart.
Uh-huh.
Or I make fart noises and I say it's his monkey.
Uh-huh.
And we call the monkey Tootsie.
Okay.
And I go, you're like, man, that monkey farted again.
Yes, I believe you did talk about that.
Was that the monkey or was that you?
Operation simply stop out the Foot Clan. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja.
All right, that's enough.
Heroes in the half shell. Turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
This guy is actually a great singer.
Heroes in
Listen to him, he's great.
and they're green.
He's fucking good.
When the evil shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja.
I'm not sure about the flute guy.
Teenage Mutant
They actually have a guy playing a MIDI flute.
This makes the monkey fart. I'm sorry.
Right, then we'll stop. All right, Kevin. Anyway, this has been a production of the No Holds Barred Radio Network. Check out this and many other shows at nhbradio.com. We are podcasted at ADHDradio.net. You can watch this live on YouTube via ADHD Radio, the HD feed via YouTube, which is available via the Facebook page at facebook.com/NHB
Me and Mary Kate bought a monkey in Bangalore too. And he farts like all the time.
We had to give him AIDS so that we couldn't take him on the plane.
He also does an incredible mix job at Club Clonic.
Yeah. Last time we put him in front of DJ Dex, he totally showed up Paris Hilton, and she was mad at us, and like, she hasn't talked to us since then.
He farts, and then the beat drops. It's amazing.
It's fantastic. ADHDradio.net. Also go to Stitcher.com and search for ADHD Radio. That's where I do, or where I listen to podcasts, just because I don't like having to download them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You got anything that doesn't have to do with monkey ass, Kevin?
I ate a whole pack of croutons and I'm so full.
Oh, good. Well, let me take that burden off of you. Barf. Anyway, until next week, we're out of here. See ya.
Can we do that? This is a brand new record by Glow in the Dark and the Euro. It's gonna come out real soon. And when this beat drops, I need everybody to jump with me first to the right side, and then we're gonna go to the left side. Everybody right here on the dance floor. Right side, and then we're gonna go to the left side. Are you guys ready? No, man, no, man, no, man. I don't think you guys ready. One more time. Miami, are you ready?
You are hearing sets from the 16th annual Ultra Music Festival.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. I see you, brother, I see you. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, to the left. To the right. Yo, wait a minute. Bring that thing back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring that shit back. Listen, Miami, I asked you guys if you guys were ready to do something crazy. So we're going to try this shit one more time. Are you guys ready? All right. This is what we're going to do one more time. First, everybody for you to the right side and then to the left side. And I need everybody to do this with me right now. All right? If you're ready, let me see those hands up in the air. This is what we're going to do. Bring that beat back. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Miami, keep those hands up. Keep those hands up. Keep those hands up. Come on. Keep those hands up. Keep those hands up. Come on. Keep those hands up. Keep those hands up. Come on. Turn it up. Turn it up. Here we go. Here we go. Put your hands up. Put them 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 up. We're building up. We're building up the energy. Don't wait for it. 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 Here we go. Represent where you from. I want to see some flags. Where are those flags? Represent them. Put them up. Put them up. Show your flag. Portugal, Colombia, Tunisia. I see you guys. Argentina. USA in the building. Yeah, Mexico. Ecuador. Hey. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 to the left. Woo! We keep this shit coming right now. We don't care. But we still gonna party. Last Sunday of Ultra. Are you guys ready for this shit? I know you guys are hyped up. What we gonna do, boys? Bring it back.